Attorney for Epstein victims says Maxwell still has cards to play. Now, a lot of elites want this to go away. The elites that's behind this, they want this information to go away. They want her to go away because they're afraid that they're going to get caught up and ensnared in this, which is what I hope will happen. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here, and there's also a link to my Instagram where I put out news throughout the day, so check that out as well. All right, let's talk about this news. The former right-hand woman to the late financier Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, may be getting set to talk, and that could mean a world of issues for some famous people. Bill Clinton should be sweating bullets, reporter Carrie Donovan said for the Republic Brief. Quote, it has long been suspected by court watchers that a notorious list of clientele for Epstein, allegedly including Clinton, would eventually emerge, and they may be right according to investigators and lawyers who have followed the complex case. Quote, the shocking warning came out of a new documentary that investigated the role of Britain's Prince Andrew and his close ties as a client of Epstein's when the comments were made that there would be further revelations about the clients of Epstein because of his Madam Ghislaine Maxwell, who was recently convicted for crimes associated with Epstein, has until June 2023 to cooperate with prosecutors in possibly overturning more names, she said. In a new documentary, Prince Andrew banished Florida-based attorney Spencer Coven, who represents some of Epstein's victims, said that Maxwell has until 2023 to cooperate with authorities to get her free from jail quicker. Radar Online reported Coven told viewers in a new documentary that convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell still has the chance to come forward with new revelations in a possible effort to reduce her 20-year sentence. Last December, Maxwell was convicted of 5 federal charges for recruiting and grooming teenage girls to be sexually abused by Epstein. I can't believe she only had 5 charges. And she found out her prison fate in June and now has until 2023 to further cooperate with prosecutors, noted Coven, adding that Maxwell said she intends to appeal her sentence. Quote, she is really the person who holds the secrets, he said in the documentary that is airing on Peacock. This isn't the end of the story. Maxwell, who is serving a 20-year prison sentence, has been moved to a low security prison in Tallahassee, Florida, the Daily Mail first reported. Maxwell will be eligible for release in July of 2037. Quote, this disgraced socialite has been moved to FCI Tallahassee, a low security prison in the Sunshine State, near where she committed her crimes. The choice of prison by the BOP is against the recommendation of Judge Allison Nathan, who oversaw Maxwell's trial for recruiting and trafficking underage girls for the late pedo Jeffrey Epstein. Judge Nathan asked the BOP, following a request from Maxwell's lawyer, to send her to FCI Danbury in Connecticut, the Daily Mail reported. I don't know how they go against judge orders. Well, quote, however, the BOP has ultimate authority and decided against sending Maxwell there, which makes no sense to me. Despite this, Maxwell, who's 60, will likely welcome the news as she has complained bitterly about her treatment at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where she has been held since her arrest in July 2020, the outlet added. The Daily Mail has more. According to the prison handbook, Maxwell will be woken up at 6 a.m. every day and be issued an inmate identification card that she must wear at all times. Each period of the day is announced over the tannoy and includes exercise sessions and work periods. Staff may search inmates' cells at any time for contraband or stolen property, and each prison shares a cell with one other person. The prison handbook says that the only approved uniform is khaki pants, khaki shirt, underwear, bra, socks, and authorized shoes. A khaki dress is also permitted. Maxwell will be allowed to wear a plain wedding band. However, her marriage to former tech entrepreneur Scott Borgenson is over, and they are thought to be in the process of divorcing. Late last month, U.S. Circuit Judge Allison Nathan sentenced Maxwell to 20 years in prison for sex trafficking. Quote, the guideline range applicable is 188 to 235 months in prison, Judge Nathan said. Maxwell's behavior was, quote, heinous and predatory, Nathan says, noting that she worked with Epstein to select, quote, young victims who were vulnerable. Quote, the damage done to these young girls was incalculable, Nathan says, not only of their abuse at the hands of Epstein and Maxwell, but also by having to testify about it and endure zealous cross examination, which is just ridiculous on the face of it. I don't understand how they moving her to a cushy low level prison after all that she did, and she's not even cooperating yet. It makes no sense to me. Now, if she was cooperating, giving up names, I understand why they would move her to a lower level prison, but she's not right now. But let me know what you think. Leave comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out themarkrepublics.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.